Oh, this is my favorite part. I'm gonna be quiet.
Make me bust this damn door down.
If you've seen Daredevil, you know what I'm talking about. Watch this.
This fucking clown out.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Jason here, and this is the secret best game of 2022. Seriously, Sifu is the best game that you haven't played. It's a secret best game of the year. Everyone's raving about Elden Ring and Sifu. You guys need to see this. So let's jump into the game, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So after a quick tutorial, kind of gives you some story stuff to set up the game. Basically, a group of assassins breaks into your father's dojo, kills him, and as a child, you witness this, and your whole goal is to get back at the assassins. You've been training your entire life to get back at the assassins, and now is the time to get back at them. This is your home that you start out with. Now, there's a ton of stuff you can do here. You have a training mode where you can go in here and you can train on how to do different moves. I'm going to show you that when we get to the level because it's pretty basic, but it is actually very effective. Then you have your level selector right here. But before I show you that, let me show you the detective board because you're looking for the group of assassins that killed your father. So you have this detective board where you're finding clues. Now, I have played the game a little bit. A little bit meaning like 6 hours right now. But the whole concept of the game is you can actually, it's a roguelike. It's secretly a roguelike. You age, and if you get too old, you have to start over, but you can keep some skills. We'll get into that a little bit later. But as you find different hints in the levels, like in the first level, the warehouse, you can find different clips and different hints on what's going on and what you need to do to proceed to go forward. And so those little clues are all kept here, which is great. I love that. And so there's multiple different, it looks like there's 5 different levels. I've only unlocked 3 so far. But oh man, look at this. Okay, so you go to your level select. You see at the top right-hand corner of the screen, or top left-hand for you, sorry. It says age 22. I am 22 years old right now, going to the club, the 2nd level. But if I go back to the 1st level, the squats, I'm age 20. That's where you start the game from the beginning. So you start at age 20. And the more you die, the older you get. Every death actually increases your age. And so theoretically, what you're supposed to do, what the goal is to not die at all. That way you are 20 years old by the end of the game. It's not going to happen at first because you don't have any skills. You haven't learned anything. You haven't unlocked anything yet. So let me show you the skills before we jump into the level. So you have your skill tree over here. It's literally a tree. I love that. All right. But here you go. So here's your skill tree. I've unlocked some of them already. But you see at the top, way at the top, those are the skills you can unlock at any age up to 70. So you can get up to about 70 years old before you die because you're in combat, you're going to die. But down at the bottom, I've unlocked these permanently, but these are the skills you can only unlock up to age 29. Once you get older than 29, these skills right here are totally blocked off. You cannot learn them unless you've unlocked them previously. Like I've permanently unlocked these, therefore I can always have them. I always have these skills unlocked. But if we go up to the 2nd tier, right over here, you know, the crotch punch, all these skills I can unlock before the age of 39. And so every decade is in here. And that's also according to these golden rings right here. You see, I'm only age 22, so I still have 5 rings left. When I get to age 30, you knock a ring off. You get to age 40, you knock a ring off. So you only have so many rings left if you age too far. And the better part is you start out with a lot of health, but not a lot of damage. Your punches do very light damage. As you get older, like when you go from 20 to 30, your damage increases, but your health goes down. As you get older, your health decreases, so it's harder. You can only take so much punishment because you're going to take more damage, but you do more damage too. Very cool concept. I love the idea, but I've been explaining a ton of it. Let's jump into this level, and I'm going to show you. We're going to go back to the beginning. The squats. This is the first level you get to. And it says, hey, look, you know, you've already aged past the first level. I've already beat the first level. If I go back, it resets everything except my permanent unlocks. If you've unlocked anything permanently, it'll stick with you. But you have different shrines you can activate in the level. So as you're exploring a level, you can activate shrines, and they will give you bonuses. And we'll talk about that once we get there. But man, there's so much going on in this game. I love it. It is the most amazing, unexpected game I've never expected this game to be this cool. This is so much fun. So it is a little repetitive. Let me see. You have little markers.
Lock the entrance to the warehouse.
We're trying to get to the warehouse.
Find another way inside.
But it's a little bit repetitive, meaning you're playing the same levels over and over, especially in the beginning, because you're trying to gain experience and unlock skills, and you'll die a lot, so you need to do that. But here you go. We have light attacks. So they're very quick, but they don't do as much damage. There's a finisher right here. Boom! Oh my god, it feels so good. The combat is amazing. You have light attacks, which are very fast, but they don't do as much damage. Then you have your heavy. Oh, you have your heavy attacks that do a lot of damage, but they're a little bit slower. So you have your heavy attacks right here. Boom. You see a little bit slower, but you do a lot more damage. You can also block. So if you block at the right time, just like a fighting game, you can counter. And so if someone hits you and you block right at the instant they hit you, then you can actually push them back. You counter them. And also, they could do high and low attacks. So if you block high and they hit you low, you don't block at all. Or if you block high and then, you hit it too early, you just block the attack, so you take a little bit of damage, not as much as you would for a full hit, and it does not stun them if you just do a regular block. So you really want to try to time it so you can move out of the way. There's also environmental weapons. Look at this. You can pick up a pipe. Now I can go beat someone with a pipe. Now this is a continuously used item. You use the pipe until it breaks. It will break eventually, but there are skills to increase the durability of weapons. Like a glass bottle is a one-use thing. You throw the bottle and it breaks on somebody. So, pick what you want. I always pick up this pipe. Watch this. Oh my god, look at this. Light attacks. And you do a finisher. Now a finisher usually is Y and B if you're on a controller, on PC, or that would be triangle and O if you're on PlayStation. Look at that. Boom, boom. God, the finishers are so good. And as you can see, there's also a level score and a multiplier. So the more hits you perform without taking damage, like the more people you take out without taking damage, the higher your multiplier goes, up until 5. So you can get 5 times experience.
I don't think they'll be.
If you don't get hit. Now, it's sad, you're going to get hit eventually. I mean, unless you're super pro. I'm sure there's someone out there who could do a no-hit run, but I haven't been able to do that yet. But I can get up to 5, which is pretty good. 5 is where it stops, but it's so much fun. And just the combat is so smooth and responsive. And keep in mind, my character is leveled up a little bit because I've played 6 hours, so I've unlocked a lot of combos and a lot of upgrades for the character. And so, of course, I do a little bit more damage with weapons. I've upgraded the durability and the damage you do with weapons.
What the fuck you doing in here, pal?
Now, I'm going to try to block this guy and dodge out of the way. Oh, God. Terrible already. So, there you go. See? You see how I shadowed there? That means I moved out of the way. I dodged it. So, I'm not countering him. I'm dodging completely out of the way.
Just need to run it.
So if someone does a high punch and I dodge high, I can actually move out of the way and he misses completely. And so it's amazing.
Stay there.
Oh god, yeah, see, he threw a bottle at me. Now I like using weapons, but the hand-to-hand combat is even better. Because it's just more visceral, like you're smashing people. It's amazing. And then there's different routes you can take in a level. Oh, this is my favorite part. I'm gonna be quiet.
Make me bust this damn door down.
If you've seen Daredevil, you know what I'm talking about. Watch this.
This fucking clown out.
Look at this! And I blocked with the weapon. Just beat her. Oh my god. It is so good. The combat is so satisfying. That is the 90% of why you want to play this game. The combat is just so good. Oh, this guy's gonna get me. Get him. Look at that. Hallway cleared. Boom. It feels so good when you finally get a good combo going and you get the rhythm of it. And it's hard, but it feels fair. It feels like, yeah, I didn't hit the, I didn't block at the right time. It doesn't feel unfair, if you know what I mean. Like if you played some Dark Souls type of games, some of those you just feel like it's not fair. It's like I pushed the button, it didn't work, But it feels so good when it works. When you get into a rhythm, and you're like, holy cow! Come on. Boom. Got him.
Can't keep up.
Get me with a... No. And also, keep in mind, the top left-hand corner of the screen, that is where your health bar is. It kind of flashes every time you get hit or anything happens to you. You have a health bar. You do take damage, but you regain health every enemy you take out. So the more enemies you take out, the more health you're regaining. So keep that in mind. Yeah, the top left-hand side of the screen. Look at that. And look, I picked up a freaking broom. Boom! And it feels like contextual. Every weapon feels different. Like, and you look at, eventually your broom will break. Oh, I got hit. Oh, no. And there you go. There's my first death. And so right now, this is where you can choose. Hey, look, I'm going to just quit out. I'm going to give up. I'm going to reset back to 20. If you're farther in, like if you're 60 or almost 70, you can just quit right now and start back up at 20 if you wanted to. Or you can actually choose. I've gained some experience. I have 90 XP right now. I can go through this tree and unlock some stuff. Now, you see the ones that are white are the ones I'm able to buy. These ones right here, like the ones at the very bottom, you can only buy until level 20 or age 29. If you age too much, you will level out of these. And same thing for here. 39 here, 49, up to 60. Once you hit 60, you're only up to this last tier right here. Anyway, you will not age until you choose to get back up. And every death adds to the counter. So right now I've died once, so it'll add 1 year. If I die again, it'll add 2 years. If I die again, it'll add 3 years. It's cumulative. And so if you keep dying a lot, like in a row, you will age really fast. So let me show you what that means. I'm 21 right now. But if I were to die again, like let me come on. Oh, sorry. I can't dodge. Sorry. I instinctively dodged that. Come on. They're going slow. They're going easy on me. All right. But I'm 21. I aged 1 year, right? I have 1 death on me. But if I have another death, now I'm going to age 2 years. So now, instead of 21, I'll be 23 if I rise back up. And so it will just add on and add on. You don't want to die too many times in a row. But thankfully, once you actually take out the person who killed you, it removes that death from your counter. So watch this. Oh, not that one. She didn't do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Maybe not. Maybe it's only 1. Okay, you only get 1 for instance. There you go. It goes down 1. So there you go. I get my 1 life back. So I removed 1 year from my counter. But if I were to die again, it goes back up 2. So keep that in mind.
Warehouse. I'm getting closer.
You can definitely, if you keep dying over and over in a row, it will add a ton of years to your character. And then here you go, scattered randomly in all the levels, you'll find random totems like this. They will give you different upgrades that you can use. So, as you can see, the first one is age 23. You have to be a certain age to get any of these ones. Now, I'm only age 23, and you have to be less than 25 to get this first one right here that I have highlighted. The next one in the middle, you have to be less than age 40. And the one on the far left, you have to be less than age 60. So, if you're aging really fast, you want to get one of these knocked out because it doesn't go away, but you cannot unlock it after you age out of it. So if I go to age 26, I'll never be able to use any more of these skills, or the first one. But if I already bought one, it still counts. So don't worry if you age up, it doesn't erase it, but you cannot buy any more. That's what I mean. I usually try to get either the health or the weapon durability early on because you're going to age eventually, so you want to get this stuff early. But don't forget that the structure over here on the left, that is your form, basically your block and how many hits you can take blocking. So the higher your structure, the more blocks you can do without taking damage. Keep that in mind. That's why they saved it for the end when you're older, because you're going to be blocking a lot more. But it'll help you early on too. So keep that in mind. It's a game of how you want to play the game. There's also in the middle right here, there is a score. So I have 1,300 points. I can get structure regain. But there's also other things you can unlock farther off in the level, and each level has a certain score that you can get to. Early on, it's going to be, limited. And the same thing over here for XP. I can reset my death counter if it's too high. Like right now I have 1 death, but if it gets up to like 5 or 6 and you don't want to die and then add 6 years to your life, you can just reset your counter right here. Tons of stuff to do. It is freaking amazing. I love this. So I try to get these ones early on because they're regarded to your age, relegated to your age. Let's do my health. So every time I take someone down, I will get a little bit more health back than I would before. So there you go. So now I'm going to get a little bit more health back if I take someone down. So run over here. Oh, I love the double takedown.
Jump here.
Gotta jump. And then now we're going to run into a mini boss. This is a boss in the middle of the game, or the level, and they will do extra damage. Now, these guys are bigger guys. They do extra damage, and they have extra health. So watch. Boom. Avoid that throw. Oh, I didn't avoid it that time, so he threw me down. He does a lot of damage, though. So yeah, keep that in mind. He does a lot of damage. And it's a mini boss. There you go. Knocked my counter down. Now I'm at 0 again. So if I die, it'll only add 1 year to my life. But yeah, there's going to be one middle boss, and it's never the same guy. Like, this one was the easier big guy, big burly guy. Later on, you get a boxer who's really, really quick at punching. After that, every level has their own, like, little mini boss that's different. But it's very, very cool and very, very fun to run in there and just beat the crap out of that guy. And there's also collectibles all around the world of different, like, things. Now, I've collected all of the clues in this level. But as you're running around, you can find clues hidden all over the place.
I don't want to be late for the club.
Look at this big area. A lot of people here.
Who in the all right then.
Take this guy out. Give me that bottle. Back up. All right. Come on, block it. Once you get into a group of a lot of people, it's hard to block. So you don't want a lot of people to surround you because you got to angle your blocks and you have to know if it's high or low. That's when it gets really hard. Oh, God. Back up. I know there's a weapon over here somewhere. Oh, God, camera's getting me.
No freaking way.
Give me that pipe. Give me that pipe. Now, that is the one thing. You do have camera control. Like, I can move it around. So, there are going to be times, that's the one gripe I do have about this game. is that enemies will move you into a corner, and then the camera will be screwed. Like, you move into a corner like this, and if the camera's like over here, you're like, I don't know what to do. I can't block. I can't see what's going on. And so you have to take your finger off of attacking to move the camera. It doesn't automatically kind of pivot. You have full control of the camera, which is a good and a bad thing. So that is the one gripe. I've been in a few fights where I've got pushed into a corner, and then my camera's like this, and I'm like, what the crap? I can't see anything. And you have to stop, breathe, block a little bit, and move your camera real quick, or else you won't be able to see anything coming in. Oh, so good. Let's get over here. And then there's some guys in here. I know. I love this.
How the fuck you get in here?
I'm only here for the workout.
I'm only here for the workout. Oh, you see my weapon broke there, so now I don't have it, but that's okay. Boom! Oh, God, it feels so good to do that. So I'm basically I'm going through and I'm trying to clear out the world. I know that this level has certain enemies in certain areas. I could have avoided that if I wanted to, and just gone over here and unlocked the level. But I want the experience from killing the enemies. So it's risk reward. You can pick different paths that have less enemies, but you don't get as much experience in the level. Like it's not necessarily like a stealth kind of mechanic, but it is a way to kind of minimize how much damage you take, because you don't want to die and add more years to your character. So you want to actually sometimes avoid combat. That way you can keep your years. Oh, well, she died.
Somebody clean this mess up.
I was trying to do it stealthily, but they saw me. So I got a bamboo stick. Let's do it. Come on, buddy. Boom! The finishing moves in this game are freaking awesome.
Holy shit!
And you will find enemies eventually that once an enemy like counters you or gets you down, they will actually become more powerful. And I'll show you that. I think one of these enemies in here. There you go. There's one in there. Oh my God, there you go. That's him right there. So you'll see when I come back, he's gonna have like a flame aura around him. That means he has more health and he does more damage because he took me out once. So keep in mind, there's gonna be enemies in the world that power up. Like, he was a regular guy, now he's powered up, he's leveled up. Let's rise. We're gonna be 24 now.
Damn! Thought it was over.
Not yet.
Be careful. He's got a weapon.
There you, oh, wait. Oh, God. You see this guy? Oh, my God. This guy right here. And you see my punches aren't doing as much damage to him? Oh, there you go. See, I'm racking up my years now. So you can pick a skill if you want to. So right now, let me show you how that works. So I have 2,500 experience right now. If I choose this skill, it takes 500 to unlock it once, but I have to unlock it 5 more times. So 6 times total for it to be permanent. So if I unlock it once, that's once, so it's unlocked. But I still need 5 more times for it to be permanent. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 500 more experience. I have 1 more left to unlock this thing. So let's wake up. We're gonna be 26 now. Oof, we're getting older.
What the? Again?
Yeah, again.
I pity you.
Get up, get him. I gotta concentrate on this guy. See how he's a shadow on him? Yeah. Oh, see? Yep, there you go. See? Yeah, you see that bottom bar? That red bar right there? That is my structure. That's my blocking. If he hits me too much, the meter grows. So as you take more hits, your structure starts to fail. Your form starts to fail. And that's why you want to increase your structure, because the higher your structure, the more hits you can block. So I was blocking a lot of hits. He finally broke through my block, and he was able to get me on that one. Let's go. We're going to be 29. Oof. This is not a good run for me.
Don't you ever fucking die? Put that down.
Get him this time. Woo! Got him. So yeah, I'm at 29. I'm about to go over to 30. And when you turn to age 30, every 10 years, you lose a little bit of your health. So your health bar goes down just a little bit. But your damage, every punch does a little bit more damage. So you're giving up that health. Okay, we gotta run and get this guy. Get him quick, because he's a big guy. I don't want to deal with him, especially with these guys around. There you go. I don't want to deal with that guy. That guy would have messed me up, because he does a lot of damage, and he's a distraction. So I got rid of him. But yeah, see, we could choose different routes to go. I chose a little bit longer one because I wanted the experience. And to kind of show off the game, because I mean, oh. Here's another totem. So yeah, you get multiple ones and they stack. So once I beat this level, I keep all my upgrades from all the totems. But if I revert back to a younger age, I lose all of that. So your totems stack with your age. The older you get, the more totems you get, so the more upgrades you get. But they they stack until you reset, until you become older. There we go. So let's go. Now you can also run in this, like this is my walk. I can also run if I want to just get through an area or to attack an enemy really quick, because if you're running, there's different run attacks you can perform. And we're coming up on the boss area. So this is the final boss of the game. And all the bosses I've seen so far have two different modes. You have your first, like, you have your first mode of just fighting them, and then they power up, and you have your second, like, secondary fight. It is insane. So here's our first one. You get an intro cinematic. I love it. It's so good. So good. Look at that! Oh my god! Alright. Oh, he did high-low. High-low, okay. God, I'm been bad at blocking him. Oh my god. Now you also have, in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you see I have a blue thing that says hold left trigger. This is your focus. You have one focus meter that builds up, and you can get more over time. Oh my god, I got messed up by him. All right, we're buying that thing for 500, right? So now I can unlock it permanently. So now that I've bought it 5 times, one more time. Now that it's permanent, it will never go away. I've unlocked it completely, and even if I go back to age 20, I will never lose this skill, the invert throw. So you could do that as well. I'm about to age 30, so watch this. I went up to age 30. Damage goes up, health goes down. I'm older. And your character starts looking older. You see my character now? Now I have a beard and I have gray streaks in my hair. Your character actually ages. Oh, god, he... Come on, get him. I got my structure. Come on. Getting him good. Gotta deflect. I was telling you about the focus. So if I hit left trigger, I can use my focus, which slows down time. It doesn't stop it, but it slows it down. So let me show you this. Oh god, I'm about to die. All right. Focus. Oh, I'm about to... Oh! Got killed. Now I'm gonna age 3 years. 34. Getting up there now. And this is only the first level of the boss. He has 2 different levels. Every boss has 2 different levels, guys. So watch this. Oh. And it all depends on what type of boss they are. He's green, so his nature. We have a fire boss. We have an ice boss. So all of them are some of the elements. Watch this. Oh, I love it. There you go. Changes the whole scenery. I lost 1 year, or I dropped 1 year off my meter. You gotta be ready. Oh, gotta be ready. Oh, God. Dang it. Come on, get him. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me on this one. Here comes. I'm gonna try to focus on him now. Watch this. So you can pick a point. I have an ice strike here. Boom. It'll stun him, and you get different. You can unlock different moves. Like you get an ice strike. You can get like a crotch punch. You can get like a low sweep. But they all take different varying levels of focus. So that one's the easiest one. It's the first one you unlock. It's just the eye punch. You just punch him a little bit. It stuns him for a second. Let's keep going. We're about to be 37. And you can go up to age 70. Keep that in mind. Age 70 is where you go. Come on. All right. There he comes. I'm getting him. He's almost there. I don't know how I'm defending against the machete, but oh God. All right. Where's he coming from? Gotta slow down, pay attention. I'm trying to talk and do this. It is so hard to do. Oh, see? It slows down when you focus, but it doesn't stop it, so you gotta keep that. Oh my God! I keep saying to keep that in mind. Sorry. Here we go. Finisher.
I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
Woo! Yeah! Just chopped his head off. So that was the first villain, the first assassin taken out. There are 4 more assassins you need to take out, and I'm already age 36. And yeah, as you can see, character gets older. You get to a point where you have the long, cool beard and the white hair. It's very, very cool looking. And this is our apartment again. So we can go back here, and now we can choose to go to a different level. So the next level would be the club. Now, he says age 22 up at the top left because that's my best fight. I did the first level, and I only lost twice, which was a very good run for me. And so they always keep your best run in place. So if I do the first level and I don't die at all, my next starting age for the club would be 21 or 20. So whatever age you end up getting there, that's where you go. Oof, 47. That's my best run for the museum. Anyway, I'm hoping you guys like this video. This game came out of nowhere. It is the secret best game of the year. I'm telling you right now. I had no idea this game was going to be this good, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.